Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Tarot with Tay. Welcome to the Tay gang. If you've never been here before, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified every single time that I pull up, okay? Thank you guys so much for the love, the support, the bookings, the donations, everything that you do to provide love for this channel. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. We are on the road to 14K. I just blinked and that number just blink back, I guess you could say. But I'm super excited for today's pick a card reading because I feel like we're kicking it a little bit old school. Back when I started the channel, I did a lot of like sexual appeal videos, and we're kind of dipping our toes back into that with today's pick a card. We are going to find out what makes you magnetically irresistible, and in the second part we're going to figure out how can you heighten your sex appeal, because you should, for your own benefit. All right, so we'll save all the deets for later. No long talking. Make sure you check out the description box. Check out my music channel, my spiritual channel where I give advice, and my personal channel. I do have ideas and videos rolling out for you guys. All right, so just stay tuned, subscribe, and also head on over to my Instagram to follow me, where I have really cool fashion pics, and we also have our own personal Instagram where I post pick a cards or just collective messages or whatever needs to come through. We have TikTok. Just check it all out. The description box is for you to be in the know with all of that. Okay, so thank you so much. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, the very first link is in the description box to make that happen. But like I said, no long talking. Let's go ahead and get this ish on and popping. Here we are, part one. From left to right, we have group number one with Amethyst, paired with the Tarot of the Divine. This will be the first time using this on the channel. Group number two, we have Pyrite with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Group number three, we have this clear quartz generator paired with the numerology oracle. And group number four of part one, we have this rose quartz heart paired with the karma oracle cards. So feel free to pause the screen if needed. Thank you so much for the love, the support. If you'd like to book a personal reading, the very first link is in the description box to make that happen. I feel like I kind of tumbled over that. I think someone just got a notification, a Snapchat notification. Okay, anyway. What was I gonna say? Oh, and if you find this video helpful, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up, okay? And feel free to share it with a friend or family member that could use this boost, this hype. And also, if you enjoy this video enough and would like to leave a tip, we do have a virtual tip jar. Always appreciated, never required. Thank you in advance. Much love. Let's get to it. My group number ones. Okay, so I don't know, I've never picked up on this before, but your frequency is high. This is how your frequency moves. Like, I'm hearing fast, consistent flowing. All right. But I was hearing that your magnetic irresistibility lies in your silent, sultry, confident, mysterious nature. So yes, yin, feminine energy coming in very strong here for group number one that selected Amethyst. So what I'm picking up on here is an energy that is quiet, meticulous, planned, well thought out, organized. I'm hearing, but not gullible. So you're very sharp-witted here. You might get this a lot, that you are intelligent, that you seem to know a lot about a lot of things, or a little bit of a lot of things. Take it as it resonates, but I'm just picking up on my group number ones has a lot of information, downloads to share. Your magnetic irresistibility is in your intellect. Air signs, okay? So that is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You may have prominent placements in those areas, which also equates to your 11th house, Aquarius, Uranus energy, 3rd house, Gemini, Mercury energy, and Libra, 7th house, Venus. All right, so just check out those placements, and that can tell you a lot about what this reading is saying about you, your air placements. So tell me, what makes my group number ones magnetically irresistible? First out, we have the 10 of coins here. This is what I'm talking about. Wisdom. I don't know why I'm hearing an old dog with new tricks, okay? People feel like you're always thinking of a higher plane, a higher vibe. And yeah, with the 7 of Cups here, your magnetic irresistibility is in the fact that it seems like you are always somewhere far, far, far away mentally, yet still grounded. Like, we literally have the 10 of coins coming out here. You are someone that is well respected. I'm picking up, like, if I had to give you like a major arcana card, the Hierophant here is someone who is intelligent, has a lot of knowledge, and turns that into wisdom. All right. So then we have the Empress. And this is what I'm talking about when I say that you turn it into wisdom. This is what the Empress is all about. Feminine energy, yin energy that we just discussed. So you also have a nurturing, I'm hearing carefree, kind and flowing vibe about you. Okay, I'm getting this Mother Mary energy here for sure with the Empress card. But that's what I'm talking about, like this peace, this loving, this silent, feminine energy. And as a matter of fact, look at these two images here. Although I was seeing you as the dog at first, now I'm looking at this elderly woman here and this Empress. They're both silent, but I know that they have a lot to say. I know that they're thinking a lot. I know that they have a lot to offer, okay? They're very valuable players to the game. You are considered the MVP, if you will. When it comes to group situations or settings or scenarios, you are the what is it? The secret weapon here, okay? Wow, the Sun. You are the secret weapon that, I'm not even gonna lie, people rely on your energy, your intelligence to get them to a certain point. It's not that they're using you, it's just that they kind of need this perspective that you have, this enlightened perspective that you have. I'm picking up on a lot of ancestral wisdom. I'm picking up on spiritual wisdom. I'm picking up on religious wisdom. I'm picking up on wisdom of life here. And it's funny that we have the symbol of life right here. I'm also seeing well-cultured and well-versed, well-rounded. I'm also seeing the World card here. So people feel like you are culturally in tune, even if you haven't done anything or been a lot of places. I'm just seeing that people perceive you as someone who is culturally sensitive to others' belief systems, to their rights. So you could even be like the activist type here, I'm also picking up. But the silent kind that does the work without feeling like you have to be at the forefront, on the front line, okay? And then we have the King of Wands. Talk about the ruler of the lands. I don't know why, but I always interpret the King of Wands as someone whose power is not in what they say, but in what they do, in their stance, in their demeanor. That is what makes you magnetically irresistible. Your enlightened ways, your enlightened perspective, your humility. This group comes across as very humble, and not humble in the sense that you don't know your worth, but humble in the sense that you don't feel like you have to run around telling everyone about your worth. And it's funny, we're talking about worth as we're tapping into pyrite energy that is with the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I also meant to tell you that I was hearing two stones for you guys, hematite and herkimer, or something like that. Is it a herkimer diamond or something? I don't know. But I was hearing those two, hematite and herkimer. And they both start with the letter H, so the letter H could be relevant to you. The letter H. I'm hearing ha ha happy, and then I'm hearing fa la 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 la. So, okay, so also you have a jolly demeanor to you whenever you do speak or whenever you do show up or show out. Some of you could celebrate Christmas. That could have been something for you, or maybe your birthday is on Christmas or something significant will happen at that time or has happened at that time. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on. We have patience. I feel like patience is the embodiment of someone who is truly enlightened. Taking us back to the sun here. And this is the number 36, which breaks down to 9. 9, the number of lessons. The number of moving past one phase into the next, ending one chapter and beginning another. You're really good about closing out cycles as well. You're really good about seeing your way out of situations here because you take your time with it. That's the most important thing here. All right. You guys know when I'm channeling, my mind goes blank, but that letter H keeps standing out here. And the letter H is equivalent to, okay, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. 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 Hold up. Eight. I believe H is equivalent to the number 8. I'm pretty sure. All right, let's see. 8, the number of cycles, karmic cycles. And I have this personal belief that with karmic cycles, for them to end, you have to grow wiser. You have to elevate. You're really good about closing out one cycle and entering a new one because, again, you're always absorbing information. You're always giving a message because you're always receiving a message. Okay, so you are irresistible and magnetic because of the information that you have to offer. We have assessing. Look at that. The number 9 has come out for this group again. So that is 99 sitting right next to each other. And we have assessing. Talk about patience again. Patience, assessing. You still have yet to move. Your appeal, your magnetic irresistibility is in the fact that you don't seem to be in a rush to go anywhere, to do anything, to see anyone. You seem to just be living life. And then we have resilience. 21. And even when life seems to be overbearing and heavy you make it appear weightless here, okay? You're really good about laying your burdens down here. Look at that hunger. There's a lot of moon energy coming through here as well. I mean, of course, we're using the Queen of the Moon Oracle, but that yin energy came through before we even saw any of our cards. And I just see you exposing, expressing, and validating fears and then turning that into love, okay? Hunger, I see that whatever it is that you so desire, you shall receive. And let's talk about how we talked about the old dog with new tricks, and we have hunger, the wolf moon with this wolf and the dog here. All right, so also I'm picking up on this energy of pack mentality. Yes, you are the King of Wands. Yes, you probably have the most significant downloads to offer to a group. However, you again are humble with this, and you know that teamwork makes the dream work. All right, so I see that you are the spiritual warrior. You are the backbone. You are the prayer warrior in your connections, in your familial dynamics, okay? This quite literally aligns with the yin energy. Yin energy is connected to spirit in the sense that the prayers tap in a little bit deeper. That's why we have to get in touch with the yin, because to get in touch with the yin is to know God. All right, let's go ahead and continue on. All right, and now I'm picking up on a lighter energy as we're tapping into this clear quartz with the numerology guidance cards. What else can we add here to tell me what makes my group number ones magnetically irresistible? What makes my group number ones magnetically irresistible? What am I hearing? Magnetically irresistible. I'm hearing impossible or something like that. What is that? I don't know. And then I'm also hearing anything's possible for a possible. Okay. All right, let's see. Wow. Perseverance. As I said, that anything is possible for a possible, and you have resilience here. You have patience. You have assessing. Your magnetic irresistibility is in your inability to give up. All right, your dedication, your hard work, your time, your effort, your energy, the way that you pour your everything into everything that you do is why you are so magnetically irresistible, because you put love into every project, every person that you cross paths with. Empress, you make light of you, whatever you touch turns to gold. You make things make sense, okay? So we have music coming out here. The number 32, so for some of you, you could quite literally make music. But I'm also getting your connection to music. Like I'm getting this energy of you'll be sitting in the car with someone, you hear a song, and you were just having a conversation with this person that's driving, or you're driving, and this person had like a question or something. You pick up on every signal. Like anywhere you may be, if spirit sends a sign to anyone around you, you deliver the message. 4, 3, 2, we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. 1, we're going to see this through. I am going to see this through. I am the sun. All right, let's get one more numerology card. One more. Whew. Okay. Healing 66. As I just did that breath, that whew, like you are a fresh breath of air. You do everything with grace, humility. For some of you as well, your voice is treasured by a lot of people. All right. Wow. 6, love. And I was just talking about being treasured. Okay. So you might be seeing a lot of 3s. I'm seeing 33, 6, 6, 6, 6 actually. So 4 6s is confirmation for you. And actually, let's make that 333. My bad. But a lot of 3s, 6s, and 9s. And also that makes me think of the Tesla manifestation thing. I don't know too much about it, but I know a little bit about it. The 369 manifestation method is coming through here. So just know that whatever it is that you're pouring your love and healing energy into, for some of you, it quite literally is music. For some of you, you are literally being called to keep creating music. Don't stop. You could take a break, but don't stop. All right. You could follow inspiration, but don't stop. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get into the last bit of your reading. If you found this reading helpful, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. If you also would like to donate to the channel, there is a virtual tip jar, always appreciated, never required. Check the description box if you would like to follow that link, or those links, I should say. There's multiple methods of payment. And if you would like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box to make that happen. Check out my music channel, personal channel, and spiritual channel. And let's go ahead and get started. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, our spiritual page, as well as my personal. So we have the second house, your resources. This is what I'm talking about. And the thing is that yes, this is the second house and it's talking about your resources, but I want us to focus on the fact that resources are not just tangible goods. Yes, it is the second house, but I picked this up more so on your resources, and I see patiently. Okay, so you use what you have to do what you can to progress, to move forward, to change, to initiate. Okay, but it's big emphasis on patience and love here. A lot of Venusian energy, so big Libra 7th house energy for you guys. Okay, and then we have a Gemini. I did mention Gemini. I talked about all my air signs, and we definitely have those being expressed here. All right, we have Gemini resulting from the fluctuations of, this is you going with the flow of things. This is you being patient as things kind of don't go your way, but you know that it'll all add up. You know that you'll be given a sign, a symbol, a synchronicity on how to move forward. Your faith, your trust, and the pixie dust that you put into life is what makes you magnetically irresistible. Your last and final card is the 6th house, Virgo. The way that you work, the way that you organize your life, the way that you plan things out. I talked about that. I said that you guys are analytical. I talked about Mercury, which is connected to Gemini as well as Virgo. So just about every sign that I mentioned is definitely present here. And even if it's not physically present, or if it's not present in your chart, it's energetically present. Because remember, we are not just what our chart says. We are our experiences. We are our environment. So just take that as it resonates. Leave love in the comment section down below. And don't forget to tap into part 2 to find out how can you heighten your sex appeal. And look at this. I talked about the sun. I am. You have settled into who you are. And when I say settled, I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, you have accepted. That's what I should say. You have accepted who you are, and now you are comfortable with that. And now it is shining through in everything that you do. From your thoughts to your actions to your manifestations. You are a walking powerhouse, okay? So keep on thriving. I'm seeing that deers, like rams, deers, but animals are big in this group's life, okay? Like animal symbolism and things of that nature. But I could go on and on and on, but I won't. I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading right here. Peace, love, blessings to you. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, happiness, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation to keep you going. Until next time, take care. Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader, and let's go ahead and get into group number 2. Group number 2. All right. This is my group that rolls with the punches, goes with the flow. You have a very water-like vibe to you. You take the shape of any container that you are in. Your environment is very influential on you. It has a big impact on who you are, who you become. That's for everyone, but most specifically for this group, your environment is very imperative, significant. I'm hearing a lot of words, all right? But just know that it is crucial to who you become. If you selected group number 2, then this is your reading. Pyrite and your magnetic irresistibility is in your outreach, is in your ability to relate, is in your ability to see through trauma, to break curses, to find a breakthrough, to initiate, to achieve. Okay, so I'm picking up big water and earth signs. I'm hearing specifically Scorpio and Tauran energy here. Scorpio, Tauran energy. Which also tells me that you are not afraid to explore different territories, different topics. You're not afraid of the taboo. And so people are drawn to you for this. All right. Starting off with the Queen of the Moon Oracle, let's go ahead and find out what makes my group number 2's magnetically irresistible. It's something about the way that you communicate with people outside of you. That's what it is, Taurus and Scorpio. It's the way that you communicate in a way that kind of shifts someone's perspective in a loving manner. You express the desires of your heart. You express the truths of your heart in a way that really connects people. You have a great way of connecting strangers, oppositions. Okay, like you're really good about bringing two things together. We have release here, and what I'm picking that up as is you are able to be the mediator in a situation, to take on the energy and then release it, transform it into something else. Me, can you focus on me? Baby, can you focus on me? I'm picking up a lot of her songs. I'm also hearing our video intro, Her, Take You There. I'm hearing Focus and Take You There by Her. Can I tell you something for what it is worth? With you, heaven is a place on earth, and I will take you there. I'll take you there. You have a way of... This is, yeah, like, okay, so let's take someone really mother effing stubborn, like a Taurus and a Scorpio, and let's combine those energies. Someone who's so stubborn, it's frustrating. But you come in and you just know all the right words to say. You know how to get to their level. You know how to get through to people. That's what I'm saying. Your outreach, the way that you communicate with people of all different backgrounds, races, religions, belief systems. It's the way that you present yourself to the world. Boundaries. I see this as you testing and pushing the limits and boundaries. Remember, I was talking about someone who is stubborn, someone who is so fixated on keeping things the same, fixed. I know that Taurus is a fixed sign. Isn't Scorpio as well? Yeah. Look at God. Come on, God. Thank you, God. Even when I don't even know, I know. You have the ability to pull anyone out of the darkness. Look at this. and into his marvelous light. The church say amen, okay? You have a great way of bringing groups, people, places, things, two different things together. And you make it invaluable. You make experiences worth living, worthwhile. The unexpected, blue moon, this is what I'm talking about. You literally have this ability to manifest, create anything new. And as I'm saying that, we're tapping into our clear quartz cards now with numerology. Newness. In our last card that came out was new moon, beginnings, new. I'm seeing the number 212, but I am seeing 222 as well. So 2 is a very important number to this group, as well as the number 7. And as I say that, we have 7 coming out here. We have personal growth and self-discipline. So what I'm seeing here is that the people that you tend to come into contact with are very prideful. And the reason why you can relate to them is because you've come from a similar place, but you have evolved. You have released that. All right. Look at that communication at the bottom of the deck. You know how to talk to people. And I'm telling you, it's people of all ages, races, genders, identifications. Look at that love, because it all stems from this one internal vibration. Remember when I was talking about your frequency and it was moving like this? You were flowing like this. My last group was more of a sharp frequency. You are more of this frequency. Okay, that's your vibes. Follow your dreams, the number 85. Okay, so this is talking about shedding light in places that need it most. All right, the number 7 being a very important number on your journey. My bad, y'all. I'm over here accidentally untying my robe. I'm trying to flash, y'all. Lord, you gotta pay for that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that. Jesus, someone's gonna think I'm serious. Anyways, whatever. Get it how you live, dog. Just not me. All right. But the number 7. Maybe somebody here actually does that. Okay, but anyways, the number 7 talks about paths, spirituality, and the number 2 talks about partnerships and everything outside of us, okay? So this is talking about how you have this ability to kind of guide people, steer people onto the right path of personal growth and discipline to express more love, okay? I feel like you have this way of communicating with people that have more dark energy than anything. When I say dark, I just mean people that don't really have much faith. They don't have much to believe in. You give them some type of words, encouragement, proof on how they can believe, on how they should believe in this and that. Because let's keep in mind now, at the bottom of the deck, we have the unexpected. So something that they never anticipated believing in, or something they never anticipated in seeing. And then follow your dreams. Sitting right next to that, you give people the motivation to go on and love life here. I'm seeing for some of you, you could be a great counselor, or just some sort of spiritual leader or guidance or teacher that shows people how to move on from stressful situations. Okay, we have first house, your actions. So there's also this energy of not having a single fear to give, all right? Like, you may be scared, but you will jump anyway. What makes my group number 2 is magnetically irresistible? Fourth house. What makes you feel secure? So this is what I'm seeing here, is that you drop into people's lives as like a little fairy, a little something, whatever it is that they need at that time, that nudge that they need, the nudge that the universe, God has been already telling them, but they just don't listen. They need to hear it from an external source. This is why tarot is frowned upon because it's looked at as a second source outside of God, outside of your connection to God. But it's all about intention here. And so I see that you somehow are the middleman, the median. There we go. Remember I talked about you were the mediator? You are the medium between God, spirit, the universe, and the 3D realm, the 3D plane. Remember I talked about Tauran energy here. The tangible, the physical. All right. And then we have in the third house, get your ideas going. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you motivate people. All right. So no matter what it is that you do, your magnetic irresistibility is in your ability to motivate people and to shine light on how they have not been disciplined to get it done. You provide that support, that home feeling, that truth that people need to move forward. You are that second opinion. Okay, let's say that someone was just debating something last night, like they were up in their heads about this all night, they lost sleep, and then maybe you're their coworker and you guys go to work the next day and you say something like, oh, like, hey, are you doing okay, like, how are you, blah blah blah. Like, maybe you picked up on a vibe or something, and they start telling you about this dilemma. No, okay, Spirit's like, no. Spirit's like, no. You don't even know what the dilemma is. You give them an answer beforehand. So you'll say like, hey, how are you doing, blah, blah, blah. And then you say something that makes them think of what they were just stressing over last night. And it's like you give them the final piece, that tangible evidence that they need to move forward, or how to move forward. And wow, in Taurus, as I was talking about tangible, use the most direct way. Okay, so, and the thing is that the signs and synchronicities that come through you are undeniable. They can try to deny it if they want to, but they would only be hurting themselves. They would only be fooling themselves. There's this energy here too that you make people believe that their prayers are heard because you say something. Okay, you drop gems. You deliver gold, pyrite. Okay, let's see. Thank you guys so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation to you. If you would like to book a personal reading, the very first link is in the description box to make that happen. If you would like to give this video a thumbs up to show that you enjoyed it, please do so. If you would like to share this video, please do so. And if you would also like to leave a virtual tip in the tip jar in the description box, you sure can. Always appreciated, never required. Check out all of my links in the description box to my music channel, personal channel, spiritual channel, as well as our Instagram, our TikTok, my personal Instagram. All that good stuff is linked down below so that you can stay in the know. Let's go ahead and close out this reading. Tell me why my group number 2s are so magnetically irresistible, and then we're going to get into their part 2 reading on how they can heighten their sex appeal. All right, so we have the Hermit here. There we go. There you go. Shining light and renewing. You shine light on dark souls and you renew them into new gold, is what I just heard. There we go. There go my fool's gold. You help people to see their value. And this is what makes you magnetically irresistible, because we don't realize that the work that we put in, the love that we put, thank you, the love that we put in, the love that we give to the world and to others, we then embody. Well, actually, we already embody it because we gave it. So this is something that you have already become. And then when you give it out, you give out all this transformative energy. This release card is this woman's chest with a white light and butterflies flying out of it. You transform the world and everything that comes from you. You have a very transformative and freeing energy, a freeing frequency about you. The 8 of Wands. You have the ability to just say the right thing, okay? You are really good about just simply saying the right thing and not questioning why you feel the need to say something. That's why you're so good, because you just say what comes to you, and it's exactly what you are meant to say because it is divine. Let's get your last card on why my group number 2s are so magnetically irresistible. the Ten of Coins. This is the first card that came out in the last group, and it's the last card to come out for you. And it's so funny because I was picking up on similar energies for you guys, but very different at the same time. If you felt drawn to that, take that as confirmation to go ahead and check it out, but only if you felt drawn to it. But with the Ten of Coins coming out here, this is just talking about your ability to build, to manifest, to grow with others, to form a family. Okay, in the Sun, yeah, this card came out in the last group as well too. So there's a lot of transformative, enlightening energy about you that it ties people to you, but not in a devil energy way. It's actually in a lineage way. Like, I'm talking building an empire kind of way. Like, these are people that will support you. They will do this, they will do that, and the third, because it's you, because of what you've done for them. Ten of Coins, it's like you've built a whole family based on the gems that you drop in order to show people their value, their weight, what they're worth. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading right here. You guys go ahead and tap in to the second part of this reading to find out how you can heighten your sex appeal. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into group number 3. Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. And I do hope you found this reading helpful. Until next time, take care. Bye. All right, so shout out to my group number 3s. You guys talk a big game. And people underestimate it. They do. Okay, so I was picking up on frequencies, like quite literally like the shape of your frequency, okay? First group was more like sharp points, okay? Second group was more like this. Second group was more like this. You are more like huge wavelengths. Huge. I'm talking huge. I hope I'm making sense here. As opposed to being short and spiky or short and wavy, you are huge wavelengths here. Okay, so which tells me that you experience life vastly different from most people. Your perspective of life is completely opposed to most people, not just people around you, but honestly just most people in the world. So this is you. Clear quartz generator. This makes so much sense. Clear quartz generator is literally talking about welcoming in and ushering in all new energy. Quite literally being the generator, being the first to manifest this type of energy wherever it is that you happen to inhabit. Okay, so we have change. All right. So, like I said, you will talk a big game and then go and do it. Okay, this keeps sounding like boxing about to take place. Okay, like you say something and then you're looked at like a madman, but you don't even notice the mad looks that you get because you're so enthralled in your state of your process of thinking. Your mind runs a mile a minute. Let me tell you that. You are very intelligent and very crafty, creative, forward thinking. Okay, I'm picking up on like Einstein kind of energy here, like just way ahead of your time here. Intuition, there we go. Intuition, the number 22. This is quite literally talking about you desire a change. You think of some sort of change. The number 5, you have some sort of conflicting thought, feeling, conspiracy, or theory, okay? And then your intuition helps you to build upon that, okay? You get one tiny inkling and it changes everything, okay? And then we have domestic harmony. And that small thought that you allowed yourself to build on creates a whole kingdom for you. Big Leo energy here, okay? That's why I came in talking about like you talk a big game. Leo all day. Look, creativity, 3, yellow. Solar plexus, the sun, Leo. 5th house energy, fun, playful, warm, inviting, childlike, welcoming, okay? Like, you have a very welcoming energy as well. You make people feel at home. You make people feel cozy, like a fire, warm and fuzzy feeling. All right, so let's continue on. What makes my group number 3 so magnetically irresistible? Your reputation, okay? So for some of you, it's the position that you are in, the job that you work, okay? People are drawn to you for this here, but people are taken aback by your intuition. Whether they recognize it as intuition or not, they are taken back by it, okay? So we have 10th house, where you're going. Your ability to think of something small, build on it, and then make something big of it. 10th house is doing things big. Look at that. We have Capricorn coming in with 10th house, who is 10th house energy, Capricorn. Resulting from the rules imposed by, this is talking about Saturn energy. Okay, so remember when I was talking about Einstein, I'm hearing the theory of relativity, but I'm picking up this energy of you coming to some sort of impossible standstill. Like, it seems like you can't find your way out in any way, shape, or form, but you figure out the missing piece of the puzzle, or you figure out the impossible, okay? You have the ability to figure out the impossible and make the impossible happen. Technically, we're looking at 10, 10, 10 here, with the 46 breaking down to 10, 10th house, and Capricorn. And then we have Uranus, okay? A different way of looking at, okay? Exactly. So, what makes you magnetically irresistible is your ability to think of a breakthrough, to think of a way out, to solve any problem, puzzle, like to literally figure out the impossible. Okay, that's what is being emphasized here, is that your intuition guides you to figure out the impossible, guides you to places that some dare not enter, okay? Not because it's bad, but because they simply don't have the capacity, quite frankly. All right, let's continue on. Why are my group number 3 so magnetically irresistible? All right, so we have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck here. Okay, and I'm hearing all the bad times, that all the bad times, there are people who pay for... It's Be Careful by Snow Allegra. I highly recommend that. 5 of Wands in the reverse. You don't beg for approval or attention. 4 of Swords. You are your greatest critic, sometimes your own worst enemy. It's your identity within yourself, your value that you place within yourself, that makes you so magnetically irresistible, because you put yourself up on a pedestal, essentially, but in a good way, because you see yourself for all that you can manifest, for all the change that you can bring, for all that you usher into anyone's life, okay? You're the type that comes into someone's life and you are viewed as a blessing because of everything that comes along with you, everything that follows you. It seems like good luck seems to follow you everywhere you go. Page of Swords. And it's almost as if you are completely oblivious to this. It's almost as if you have not completely acknowledged how often things just happen to work out in your favor. All right. I feel like this group is very detached. I am picking up that Aquarian energy again, like I've been talking about. Very detached from situations, people, places, things, because you're so caught up in whatever it is that you're focused on, okay? So Whatever it is that you find yourself constantly focusing on, that's what you focus on, and hardly anything that falls outside of that catches your emotional interest, I will say. It doesn't catch your emotional interest. And so sometimes you have these moments, like these are your tower moments, okay? Like, get in tune with this. This is the Aquarius tower moment is, oh, ish, that thing really does have a big impact on me, or oh, I really do have a big impact on people's lives, or oh, I really do bring good luck wherever I go. This is how these tower moments are being brought to me at this time. And it comes from you not fighting or competing with other people, just simply seeing your life unfold in front of you as the path journey meant for you. Is like you see life as your playing board. You're not looking for how to beat this person or the cheat codes or this or that. You're just trying to figure it out. And so because you're trying to figure it out, you always figure it out. Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be a reader. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation to you. If you enjoyed this reading enough, give it a big old thumbs up. If you enjoyed this reading enough to leave a tip, there is a virtual tip jar in the description box as well. You can leave like 3 different forms of payment, however it may work for you. Always appreciated, never required. Thank you in advance. Check out my other channels where I make music, personal videos, and spiritual, woo-woo, good advice, you know. All of that in the description box. Let's go ahead and get started if you would like to book a personal reading. Very firstly in the description box, let's go ahead and get started with our last bit of information for my group number 3s. Last card, group number 3. All right. Action. You are all about that action. Look at how the moon is sitting right there. The moon is sitting right there because it's calling to you to jump on your fears and to conquer them, surrender. And this is how you do it, by taking order from the Most High. Based on whatever means you received a message, you take it and you start asking questions. How do I do this? How do you want me to do this? Blah, 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 blah. And so it is done. Look at that realization. Didn't I say you guys have a tower moment and you realize like this is you looking back after you just cut this freaking hole, you cut a whole portal from one reality to another. And it takes for you to get into this other new reality for you to look back and see how much you've done, for you to emotionally connect, because throughout it all you've been so disconnected that you didn't even relish in it. I hope I use that term correctly, but either way, you didn't soak up the moments because you were just so focused on assisting, getting the job done. So you are magnetically irresistible because you don't do things for the approval or the praise or the attention. You do it out of the goodness of your heart of wanting to complete a task. Okay? The reward for you is doing the job, getting the job done. All right, your final card, Extremes, Hot Moon. I'm hearing when I move, you move. Just like that. Spirit is applauding you, number one, for the way that you've developed a relationship with them, of how to communicate, and how you have withdrawn from putting yourself in a lineup with people, comparing yourself. I am seeing that here. You've definitely stepped down from that. And the more that you do that, the more beautiful your energy becomes and the more magnetically appealing you are to other people. The more that you focus on yourself, you naturally will then attract even greater to yourself, especially when that love for yourself is not in spite of anyone else. So, any last messages here? No. Okay. So let's go ahead and leave your reading right here. You guys don't forget to head into part 2 to find out how you can heighten your sex appeal. But until I get there, let's get into group number 4. You guys take care. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Group number 4, I'm on to you. Okay, so group number 4, welcome in. Okay, I'm hearing big Virgo in the house. I'm hearing Sagittarius, Aries, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Leo, big fifth house energy here. So you might have those signs that I just mentioned in the fifth house. Okay, but what I'm getting here is that what makes you magnetically irresistible is your energy and the good vibes that you send to other people. Like when people have good news, you're the first person that they want to tell because your reaction is priceless. Your reactions to things liven people's lives up, okay? So I've been picking up on the quite literal frequency of each group. So group number 1 was more of like a zigzag like this. Group number 2 was more of a wave with short distances between the peaks and the troughs. I think that's what that's called. I think I learned that in school. Shout out to a couple of things that they actually taught us, okay? And group number 3 was a big, beautiful wave, okay? Just like group number 2, but just on a large scale kind of wave because they just moved really different. You are group number 1, but bigger, okay? You are the equivalent to group number 3 as they are to group number 2. I hope that makes sense because group number 3 was just a large version of the wavelength that number 2 was. You are just the large version of what group number 1 was, okay? So instead of just being like this, your energy is zig, 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 like lit, okay? You're lit, all right? Lit. Lit, 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 lit. All right. So let's see. You are that friend that people want to go out with. You are that friend that people feel like actually cares for them. You are that friend that people feel like will be there forever. Get your ideas going. See, this is what I'm talking about. As soon as someone has a good idea or as soon as something good comes, there's good communication. People want to run to you for your assistance, your opinion, your truth, your perspective. All right? Now is not the time. This is what I'm saying. People come to you for advice because they know that you're going to keep it real with them, that you're going to lay it out as it needs to be laid out. You're going to tell them what they need to hear. And that's just what it is. Didn't I say Aries in here? Your desires regarding. So you help people to get realistic about what it is that they are seeking in life, okay? All right, so get your ideas going on the physical realm. People want to run to you for that. All right. But they feel like they've stepped into like this energy of like, but how? I don't know. Like, I feel like this isn't the right time. And then you show them that it's not about the physical time and place. It's about the metaphorical time and place. Are you energetically ready to attract what it is that you want? You get real with people about this. You say, look, we know that we are far from the desired destination physically, but how close are you mentally? Okay, so you really help to dig out unforeseen circumstances is what I just heard. You help to dig out unforeseen circumstances, meaning you present them with every problem that will come up because you have some sort of experience here. You tell them every problem that will come up and how to overcome this. Now, this doesn't mean that you give like every detail of what's going on because you're not God, you know? But it's more so you can give them the outline of what will happen. And you give them this strength that fuels them. Your honesty fuels them. Your realistic approach, your grounded approach fuels them. All right, we have Venus good times. And back to the people want to hang out with you, people want to party with you. I don't know if I said that out loud, but most definitely you are the very first person on anyone's invite list. Okay, 7 of Cups with the 3 of Cups here. You are like a dream come true for people, okay? Friend, romantic, colleague, neighbor. You are just ideal, okay? Let's continue on. Why are my group number 4 so magnetically irresistible? We have the Knight of Swords. intelligence, okay? And you move on that intelligence. That's the main message coming through here. The devil. Wow. This is what I'm saying. You know how to think of almost any and every outcome, possibility, obstacle. And you're like, this is what we're going to do to jump in front of that before it can even become a problem. The Lovers here, you make the perfect partner to motivate, to work with, okay? You could be really great at just being partners with someone, okay? Just being that, like, I feel like people would pay you for advice. Even if you don't have like the credentials, people would literally pay you for advice, whether that's with tarot cards or just, it don't matter, because the tarot cards are only a reflection of the person that's reading them, okay? So just, I see that for you is that you know how to read energies really well. You know how to read your own intuition really well. And so you're able to express this for other people and assist them. Okay, we have the Hanged Man and the Four of Wands. Until this manifestation can take ground, okay, until it can manifest, quite literally, you have the Hanged Man, the Four of Wands. This is thinking of it before it comes true. I want to get one more for symmetry purposes. One more. The Six of Cups in the not in the reverse. Sorry, I don't know why I was going to say that. In the Seven of Cups upright. There's this energy of someone that came to you or comes to you. They're like, oh, I know I haven't come to this person in a long time, but I really hope that they don't mind helping me. And you never mind helping them. Because you have this energy of like, yo, like, I understand life is life. Ish happens. Okay. You're very down to earth and understanding of people's situations as well. All right. What makes my group number 4s magnetically irresistible? What makes my group number 4s magnetically irresistible? First card coming out is change. The number 35 here. Me, myself, and I's all I got in the end is what I found out. And it ain't no need to cry. I take a vow that from now on I'ma be my own best friend. Me, myself, and I's all I got. Alright, so I'm hearing that. Me, myself, and I. Beyonce. But I'm hearing Destiny's Child, okay? So this is something about a breakaway as well. A breakaway and a breakthrough. Okay, remember I was talking about people that might not have come to you in a long time? So I'm thinking of like Destiny's Child, and then they all broke up, but they're still friends. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. It's like people feel like they still have a deep connection with you, even when that chapter that you initially met within is over. So you are a long-term friend, okay? You might be that person that a lot of people come to you. They haven't seen you or talked to you in I don't know how long, but they have some sort of predicament in their life, and they're like, oh my gosh, I know exactly who to turn to for this, and you don't mind. So focus. Baby, can you focus on me? And now I'm hearing, do you remember the times when we fell in love? Do you remember the times? Okay, so that was Her, Focus, and Remember the Times. Michael Jackson. I think it's called, I don't know what it actually is called. Remember the Time? I don't know. Let's get one more. What makes my group number 4s magnetically irresistible? We have Hot Moon Extremes. Okay, so physically attractive as well here, okay? That message didn't come out for any other group, so I want you to know that you are hot, okay? And I'm actually getting hot right now, so yeah, take that as confirmation. All right, and we have growth. Okay, so we have focus, we have change, we have growth. You are this source. You are that phone. You're the friend. When they say phone a friend, you are that friend. This is why you are magnetically irresistible, because you are able to see the world through many portals, is what I'm hearing here. You see every side, you see every way. You are very wise about circumstances that you've been through, and you learn a lot of lessons from one tiny experience. Tiny experience, I should say, because no experience is infinitesimal, really. But you absorb so much from everything that you experience. You live in every single moment of your life. Your presence in the current moment is unmatchable. So of course you remember these people that reach out to you 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. I'm hearing as high as 80 years later. 80 years later. You may not even be that age yet, but I want you to remember, when somebody hits you up and you ain't talking to them in 80 years, I want you to remember this video, this reading right here. You are that phone call that people make. Okay, I'm getting like from jail. You're that call. You're that call that they make right before they have to make a big announcement or put on a big show or host an event or get married. You are that wisdom on the line that people need. This is what makes you magnetically irresistible. You just have an air about you that says, I know what I'm doing at every given moment, even when you don't. And it has a lot to do with this heart-based energy, this rose quartz energy for you. All the bad times. I'm hearing Be Careful by Snow Allegra. And that just made me think, Be Careful with Me with Cardi. There's a lot of songs coming through for this group too. So I think that people like your music taste as well. And I feel like I'm just kind of like rambling because I want to be here with you guys, but I know that it's like I'm trying to overstay my welcome. So people really like to be in your energy, okay? If you would like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box to make that happen. Head on over to the Goddess of the Unknown to book your reading today. If you enjoyed this video enough, go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up. All right? And if you would like to leave a tip for the channel, then you can. There are links in the description box for that as well, for you to leave some moolah in the virtual tip jar, okay? Always appreciated, never required. We have environment to the number 44 at the bottom of the deck. Be sure to check out the description box for all the other channels where I make music, personal videos, and spiritual videos, and our TikTok and our Instagram, my personal Instagram, all that good stuff. Down below, down below, down below, down below. I don't know, messed up that whole melody. But anyways, that's Down Below by Roddy Ricch. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your last 3 cards. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation to you. Okay, so we have personal growth, adventure, and perseverance. You make growing pains bearable. This is what makes you magnetically irresistible, is that you make growth look beautiful even when it hurts, because growth is painful. Growing pains. 55. 5 is that number of trial, error. But you make an adventure of it. You make beauty of the change, of that painful growth. Perseverance. You keep going until you manifest. Boom. Manifest the Hanged Man to the Four of Wands. This is your journey. The Hanged Man to the Four of Wands. This is your journey. Taking it from the mental space and producing a tangible version of this thought that was once a thought and is now a thing, because you persevered through all of the growing pains. Please give this video a thumbs up, like I said, if you enjoyed. And don't forget to check out your part 2 to find out how you can heighten your sex appeal. But without further ado, let's get into part 2 of this reading. Welcome in to the 4 groups of how to heighten your sex appeal part 2. Make sure, if you haven't already, tune into part 1. So first we have this Blackstone group number 1. I want to say it's obsidian, but I'm really not sure, so I don't want to lie to you. Group number 2, we have Bloodstone, which looks black, but is actually a deep green color with little orange specks in it, or red specks. Then we have this clear quartz. I had to make sure, because it almost looked like rose under the light. And blue lace agate. Y'all don't look at my nail. Don't look at my little... I picked at it. Leave me alone. Alright, so here we have our 4 groups. Feel free to pause the screen if needed. Feel free to also associate this with the group number... yes. Feel free to associate this with the number 1, 2, 3, and 4. If you cannot pick visually, select a number 1 through 4 intuitively. Now, let's go ahead and get started to see what you need to hear on how you can heighten your sex appeal, because you can. Let's hop to it. Group number 1, if you selected this Blackstone, then this is your reading. Let's find out how you can heighten your sex appeal. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm hearing wear more black, dye your hair black, something about black, okay? I'm seeing black eyeliner, I'm seeing black makeup, I'm just seeing black. Incorporating more black into your wardrobe can do you a lot of justice here, and it will also double as protection around your energetic field. The world, dancing. Dancing will make you more sexually appealing, okay? Whether this is someone being sexually appealed by you because you are physically dancing, or because of what it will do to your body and how it will move your energy and then thus change you. The Knight of Coins. How can you heighten your sex appeal? Distancing yourself from uncertain people, situations. When something rubs you the wrong way, follow through with that. The Devil, look at that. When you suspect bad vibes, follow through. So with black coming through as the color for you to wear, and we're talking about changing your energy, we are talking about being mindful of the company that you keep. This is how you can heighten your sex appeal, is do not allow yourself to be disposable to people. Don't be at everyone's beck and call always. Don't be hung up on the phone because they said that they would call you at 4 and it's 4:15. Now you're worried about where they are. Honey, go for a walk. Leave your phone at home on purpose. Partake in more self-care. Pay attention to the animals in the world around you. The Ace of Cups. Come on. As I said, take care of self-care. We said focus on self-care, and the Ace of Cups shows up at the bottom of the deck here. Let's go ahead and travel a little bit deeper into this reading. Okay, how can my group number 1s heighten their sex appeal? How can group number 1 heighten their sex appeal? We have abundance here, and look at how she's wearing that deep red. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. When I say seeing you in black, just like how you see everything red and orange here, imagine it in black and deep purple, okay? Let's see. So we have release, the number 27. We have resistance, the number 25, and acceptance, the number 4. Didn't I just talk about connections and things like that? There's this call to not force what is not meant to be. If something is requiring you to put in too much effort and energy, you are being called to call your energy back to you and move on. As I said, leave your phone at home on purpose and go for a walk. Do not allow anyone to hold you on a leash throughout this life. The Devil coming out here. Unbound yourself from people that are uncertain of what they want out of life. Accept the people that accept you. Love the people that love you. take a deep dive into the energy that is given to you. I was feeling really hot from the last group. Oh, excuse me. And now I feel myself cooling down. And it's funny that I sneezed as I said that. I'm talking about I am cooling at a rapid rate right now. You're being called to meditate more. Something about like ice in meditation or cold water in meditation. But this is definitely a call to action. To get real with yourself about where you should be calling your energy back from. People, places, things. This is what will heighten your sex appeal. And by calling your energy back, I quite literally mean just no longer giving it the time of day in your brain, okay? Whenever it tries to come up, start reciting affirmations to yourself. Go do something productive. Go for a walk outside. Leave the phone at home. I have to keep stressing that. Leave the phone at home. Let's continue on. Let's continue on. And if you don't want to leave the phone at home because of safety reasons, I understand. But just, if you can, avoid the phone. Don't be looking for them because they ain't checking for you. Look, nature, come on. As I said, go for a walk. Nature is calling to you, honey. And I said to pay attention to the animals around you earlier. I did. This is how you can heighten your sex appeal, my love. Look at that. We have parenting and self-discipline. Be your own guider, protector, guardian, caregiver. Partake in more self-care. I was about to say sexual activities with yourself. If that's your thing, okay. If not, you don't have to, but I am seeing that for some of you, that's what this release is about. All right. And this is also calling you to cut cords with old friends, lovers, colleagues. Call your energy back from them. You can do that in so many ways. There are rituals, there are prayers, do what feels right to you. That's the thing about spirituality. There's no right or wrong. It's just about how you connect to the Most High. Love. Ooh, come on, love. Some of you might follow P. Diddy on Instagram because I'm picking up on him like changing his name to Love. That just came through. All right, so closing out this reading, just a quick message on how you can heighten your sex appeal, group number 1. I hope you found this reading helpful. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and share this video with a friend if you would like to. The 3rd house, short-term thinking and trips. Okay, so you're being called to think less about things and just do more. Okay, and I'm just realizing green, yellow, and red are the colors of a traffic signal. You guys could really benefit from just going on therapeutic drives alone. Okay. Use the most direct way. Say what you mean what you say. This truth will reign out and appear as physical beauty, resulting from the understanding of what you want, what you need. You're being called to partake in more short-term pleasures in life. Go get a massage, go get your nails done, go buy ice cream, go do this. You're being called to go treat yourself to things of that nature. And we have Gemini at the bottom of the deck. Communications about what it is that you want, what it is that you desire, what it is that you need, and then giving it to yourself, not just waving it in front of yourself as if you're taunting yourself with it. Go ahead and give it to yourself. Okay, treat yourself more often, my group number 1s. Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. I hope this reading brought a little bit of peace, love, light, healing, clarity, but most importantly, truth and motivation to you. Heighten your sex appeal because you can, and it's good to feel good about yourself. Let's go ahead and proceed into group number 2. All right, so group number 2, Bloodstone. I am hearing two stones that I heard in another reading in part 1. Herkimer and hematite. And I'm also hearing hemoglobin. Does that have something to do with your blood cell count? Someone might be anemic. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and find out. Yeah, now I'm getting someone chewing on ice, so that's definitely confirmation for anyone that is anemic. All right. How can Bloodstone heighten their sex appeal? How can group number 2 heighten their sex appeal? This card will not leave this reading alone today. Release. This card has shown up the most in today's reading. Because the more that you let go, the more that you can attract, thus making you more sexually appealing, thus making you more magnetically irresistible. The more that you lighten the load, the more that you, resilience, the more that you can carry more of what you want, as opposed to carrying the burdens of yesterday and tomorrow. Live in the current moment. That can heighten your sex appeal. Live in the current moment. That can heighten your sex appeal. The void. This group has a tendency of drifting off into never, 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 ever gonna happen land. Okay, I'm talking negative. Okay, nourishment. A lot of you need to focus on your diet here, realizing that feeding yourself properly, whatever you feel is proper to you, has a lot to do with your mental stability. Okay, and we have surrender here. And also, you're being called to be more intentional with the food that you intake here. Your diet has a huge impact on the load that you carry for this group specifically. All right, you guys are very much a product of what you put into your body. Okay. So how can my group number 2's part 2 heighten their sex appeal? So we have effort. Wow. Put in more effort towards the things that you want. You want a nice body. Whatever that means to you, go put in the work for it. Leadership. Take that leap to start it. If you want to be starting something, you've got to be starting something. Relationship change. For some of you, it's time to either remove yourself from a relationship or change the dynamic of this relationship because the old way ain't working. Something that's not working is being called to be released, refurbished. Okay, domestic harmony. Look at that. For some of you, you're being called to pick up and move homes when you get the chance. Okay, or move around the furniture in your home. Okay, feng shui is being highlighted here. Move the furniture around in your home to move the energy around in your home. And self-discipline coming out last. Let's go back to what we were talking about. Diet, exercise. This is what can make my group number 2's more sexually appealing. And also your diet. Remember I was talking about that anemic thing? Look for positive, healthier diets for those that may have your condition, whether it's anemia or not. But just look into and do some research on how you can improve what you put into your body in order to improve what you get out of your body. Continuing on, how can my group number 2's that selected Bloodstone? There we go. All right, we have the power of love. Okay, 5th house. Do what you love and have fun while you're doing it. Look at that, the sun. More Leo on Leo on Leo energy. Have more fun and be more honest about what you want out of life. Look at that, your actions. Start putting yourself first a little bit more, please. All right. And then we have the 4th house. Do what makes you feel secure. Put yourself first a little bit more, please. Venus, charm, art, and beauty are the way to your sexual appeal, your heightened sexual appeal. If you enjoy art and creating, start visiting art museums more often. Start going to I don't know why I'm being brought to the, what is that factory where you can make stuffed animals, okay? Like you have a doll or something, like your inner child is begging for attention. And this will heighten your sex appeal because it's going to brighten your light here. I'm quite literally seeing that your light is a little dim right now and you're wanting to brighten it. Okay, I'm seeing yellow, all right? So heavy on the Leo energy coming through here as well. But heavy on the fire signs coming through here actually, but just enjoy your life more and allow yourself to sit in these moments of joy. Take more initiative in your life. Be more responsible for the things that you do, for the things that you accomplish. Okay, you're being called to also, for some of you, create a to-do list. That could be really good for you. I feel like you're wanting to feel more accomplished. Your soul is wanting to feel like it's doing more. A to-do list could really help you. And the thing is that you don't need a to-do list with a million things on it every single day. Just a to-do list with 3 things that you can check off mentally or energetically. And you will be amazed with how much better you feel, look, and just experience life in a whole lighter vibe, okay? Again, we're focused on releasing. Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. I'm going to go ahead and pull your last 3 tarot cards on how you can heighten your sex appeal. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. If you enjoyed enough to leave a virtual tip, there is a tip jar in the description box. Thank you. Always appreciated but never required. Your last tarot card. There we go. Page of Coins at the bottom of the deck. All right, and this is bringing me back to those moments when your mind wants to start spiraling downwards. Go outside, enjoy nature, start something new, meet new people. All right, the 7 of Swords. Wow, as I'm talking about your mind deceiving you, as I'm talking about this spiral here, this is what we want to tackle. My group number 2 is we want to tackle this tendency to spiral. Ace of Wands, we want to tackle this spiral and learn how to alchemize it into energy to fuel you as opposed to worry you. Because when you're worrying, you can't do much. King of Swords, you are being called to conquer your mental spaces to heighten your sex appeal in combination with any of the other messages that you felt resonated with you. Thank you so much to everyone that tuned into this video. Thank you for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. Thank you for allowing me to do what I do. All praise to the Most High. Thank you, for without you, I would be able to do nothing. Now, let's get into group number 3. Group number 3, let's see how you can heighten your sex appeal. First of all, I heard point blank period, stop giving a fluck. All right, now I know that's so much easier said than done. And when I asked how, we are being called to affirm our own opinion, our own thoughts, our own life. Let's put that up on a pedestal. We are affirming our own validity. We are validating ourselves in order to heighten our sex appeal. If you selected this clear quartz group number 3, then this is your reading. How can my group number 3s heighten their sex appeal? All right, and I was hearing the number 1, so maybe you picked group number 1 in part 1 or 2. But that's definitely coming through here, or you just resonate with the number 1. So your first 2 cards coming out here, we have music and forgiveness. You know how they say it's not over until the fat lady sings? They're like, look, the fat lady sang a long time ago. Look, I didn't even mean to do that. They're like, the fat lady sang a long time ago. It's time to let bygones be bygones so that you can allow yourself to glow and be more radiant, okay? So this is really calling you to really forgive people. Maybe this is forgiving someone in the music industry, or I'm hearing forgiving the tools or the instruments along your path that you feel were destructive. personal growth, and affirm how you have overcome these obstacles, these battles, these turbulent times, these uncertain times, these turbulent waters, I should say. So this group is being called to affirm, to love the self harder. This is some shadow work here, but it's the light shadow work, meaning we're trying to make ourselves feel better. Okay, I'm seeing you dressing in white. I'm seeing you feeding animals. Okay, I'm seeing you completely shifting and altering the way that you move, resulting from the power of you. Changing the way that you move, changing the way that you perceive yourself, because you no longer put anyone's opinion above you, okay? That is your main call here. As you did in the past, look at that. Don't put their opinions on top as you did in the past. How can we evolve from what we know is no longer good for us, what we know was never good for us in the beginning? How can we move from that? And let's forgive those that we feel might have played us like a flute, okay? Let's forgive them. The practicality of, because in reality, people can only use you if you allow them to. Is this me blaming you? Absolutely not, but this is me telling you the truth. Because we can let people use us without us being aware that they're using us. And maybe that's where you were, but I'm seeing that you are being resurrected to see beyond what you once could not see. And so now that you can see, you now know better. So you what? Do better. Wow, 8th house, a major change. You are really being called to completely drop all burdens, all worries, all concerns. There's something here, some sort of burdens that you are being called to lay to rest here. I'm getting like people in this group having flashbacks of things that they just really wish didn't happen. But hey, it already happened. So how can we live with it? What can we do to live with it? The 4 of Swords, 6 of Coins. How can we put this ish to rest? How can we let this bygone be bygones? Like, what do we have to do? What ritual, what routine, what story do I have to write? What do I have to do in order to move past this? 3 of Wands, because I see greater for myself and I want to chase that, but I don't want to take these burdens with me, God. 4 of Cups. I'm dissatisfied with what I'm feeling, with what I'm experiencing. Every time I get to my high point, I feel so damn low when I think about these moments. The Hermit. Didn't I say it's time for some shadow work? But it's the light of the shadows. This isn't that hard shadow work. I like, all shadow work is hard, but there's levels to this ish. This is not the level that it could be. Let me say that. You are being called to mother yourself out of the shadow. Talk yourself up out of the shadow and into the light. Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. I do hope you found this reading helpful. I'm going to go ahead and pull your last few cards. If you enjoyed this video enough to leave a virtual tip in the description box, you can find opportunities to do so. Always appreciated, never required. If you would like to book a personal reading, very first link in the description box to make that happen. And check out my other channels, also linked in the description box as well. I also have the cover for the song that you heard in the intro because you guys ask about it all the time. That is my cover. Go ahead and check that on out if you would like to. And let's go ahead and continue on. Last card for my group number 3s. Bottom of the deck, discernment. Remember I was talking about how when you know better, you do better. All right. So we have assessing, fruition, focus. In that order. Assessing, fruition, focus. But I'm actually being told to rearrange them. So at the center of your reading is focus. To the left is fruition. To the right is assessing. So you're being called to find that center. to find your center, hermit, to get real about fruition, what you want, and what's blocking you, what's stopping you, assessing. That's that shadow work. This is how you can heighten your sex appeal, is by getting real with yourself about what you need to let go of to move forward, what we need to put to rest, what we need to quite literally, I'm seeing someone complete a ritual to release this, okay? A routine of some sort. So this is where I'll leave your reading. Thank you so much for choosing and trusting me to be your reader. Again, give this video a big old thumbs up if you enjoy. And without further ado, final group, I'm on to you. Group number 4, how interesting. You are being told that the way that you can heighten your sex appeal is quite literally by taking action towards a desired dream, goal, or manifestation. And I'm not talking about just a little baby step or like writing it down. I'm talking about actually taking that leap, like a big step towards this thing. It's going to heighten your confidence, thus making you appear more sexually appealing. Look at that. We have South Node coming out, and we have anxiety about that thing that you have been so scared to jump on is exactly the thing that you can jump on to heighten your sex appeal. All right, and we have attitudes from the past about, so this is talking about how we are hung up in how things didn't work out in the past, or hung up in whatever of the past. And what I'm seeing here is